Hi, my name is Caleb Estavio. I'm one of the co-founders of Mintly, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial on our video generator, mainly covering the Seedance 2 model as it is the best in the world. First, I'll show you some raw examples of just videos generated on my account so you could see what the model is capable of. And then I'll show you fully generated ads that you've probably seen because we run them and they perform extremely well. Just so you could see what you could actually do with AI generated clips and really turn it into a polished professional ad. From there, I'll show you the guided template flow and how to get good results with that. And then from there, how to write your own custom prompt. Lastly, we'll just finish it off with some tips and tricks on how to save on credits when generating videos. So first up, we have some of our videos that you could watch here with me. So this one is using our UGC bedroom template with the Kylie Skin lip oil.
OMG, you guys, I finally picked up the Kylie lip oil and I'm obsessed. Go get yours today before they sell out.
So this is, again, a very simple video, but you can see it got the product amazing, all the text extremely good. Then this is more commercial feel. And now I want to just give you an idea of what these videos can actually turn into for you. So this is a podcast ad that we made.
I already know where this is going.
Yes, I want to hear your AI journey because you used to hate it.
Okay, yeah. Because every time I tried it before, the content looked horrible.
What you mean?
You know I have a makeup line, right? So my products look cheap and melty, everything just felt off.
Yeah, that's what I think of when people say AI content.
Exactly. But then my boyfriend started using this website and one day he tested it with one of my glosses. And I'm not even kidding. The result looked like we hired production team.
Really?
I swear.
Boom. So that's one video there. Here is another more out there commercial.
What if there was a way to make ads for your brand that were a little more efficient? Shoot the shots you want, add as many models as you want, and create a world just as you imagined. What if you didn't like my outfit? Change it. Or maybe you want ads for another country. Where's Haslo? Smart e-com brands use AI to create and test more. Let AI do the heavy lifting.
And lastly, for the examples,
Your business will never grow until you do these 3 things and stay till the end, because I'm going to tell you the biggest secret I got from a Skims executive. First, your product matters less than your content. Second, your ads should not look like ads anymore. The best performing content feels like something your friend randomly posted. Third, volume wins. The brands scaling the fastest right now are testing insane amounts of creatives every single week. And the advice I got from that Skims executive, consumers do not care how the content gets made. They care how it feels, which is exactly why I started.
perfect. So that just goes to show you what you could actually do with these clips that you generate. So you first generate the clip, but from there, to make it feel really like an ad and perform extremely well as our ads do, you take the video, you add some captions on top, you add some overlays of, other things, and yeah, you make it look fancy from there. So now we'll go into the guided templates. So these are all just, you could see all the different ones that we have, and we always try to add more and update these. So for this example, I'll use UGC Bedroom. You just click into it. The first step is to upload your product images. We have our tips here, which you could always go back to, and this is the most important thing. Always upload multiple images. The more you give Seedance, the better it will do. If you're trying to create a video where someone is using your product, like for example, this Kylie Skin face oil or face cleanser, and you just upload one image of the product like this one, that's all it has to work with, but it doesn't know how big the product is, what the back says, what it looks like when you take the cap off, what it looks like when you squeeze it. So all of those things that you're going to want to be shown in a video, if you don't show it via images, it's going to just completely guess, and from there then you're upset. So the best way to get just really good results is anything you want to be shown in the video, make sure to show it as an image as well, so it has a reference of what your product looks like when in use, with the cap off, the side of it. If you want to get the sizing correctly, upload an image of it in your hand or next to something that it can use as reference for the size. This is extremely important. So I'll go ahead and close that. Now we could go ahead and continue. Actually, I'll just upload an image here. So we'll go here and I'll just upload one image there. Boom. Now we can continue. Here you have your video settings. I recommend Fast. Pro is higher quality, but I found that the results are practically the same. So it's better to save on credits. So I almost always do the fast model. You can do 5 to 15 seconds, resolution up to 720p. When testing, again, I always try to just do the lowest, settings, just so I can see what it looks like before, don't spend too many credits, and then from there, I can up everything. We continue, and then for any of the templates that have dialogue or an actor in it, we write the script for you, so it'll automatically look at your product, the type of video, and create, different scripts. You could always edit these. You can choose your actor and specify, and then here you could put additional notes. So maybe they have an accent, maybe they're wearing a certain outfit, maybe the room is cluttered, different things like that. Maybe they talk really fast. It doesn't matter. You could add all of this stuff here, and it'll integrate it into your video. Then you just generate. So this is fairly straightforward. I'd highly recommend this for your first video. Just doing a simple video like UGC bedroom, walk and talk, things like that, where they're just holding your product, talking about it, and maybe using it. Now, from there, we'll go into how to do custom prompts. So you could see all of this. I hope it's not too overwhelming for you, but you'll see in just a second that it's fairly simple. So I'll just go over all the buttons and then show you what a prompt looks like. So you can choose from one of your products. If you have one, you can add it, or you could just start from reference images. So in this example, I'll just upload these 3 images right here. I'll move myself down. Still can't click that, awkward. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. All right, so we have our 3 images uploaded. You could also add reference video and reference audio. So like, for example, if you want them to have a consistent voice, you could upload an MP3 file of, them talking, things like that. But for now, I'll just keep it simple. We'll just focus on images. So the cool thing with this is you can add each one of these images. So when you're writing your prompt, for example, let's say, make a UGC video of image 3, which is the main product image that we wanted to use, and use image 1 when the cap is taken off. Again, this is just rough, but it's to show you what it could actually do. And then use image 3 or image 2 to show how the foam looks like. So now we're telling the video model, this is the product with the cap on, this is it with the cap off, this is it in use. That way it has a much better understanding of, how the product looks in each stage. Thankfully, we have a prompt enhancer right here. So I could go ahead and click that. It'll scan my images, it'll kind of scan my prompt, and then from there, it'll build on top of it and make a much better, more structured prompt, as you can see right here. So I'll go over kind of why it, structured it this way and why it's good. So the first thing it does is create roles. So you can see here at image file 3, which is this one, is the primary subject. Then image file 1 defines the bottle's appearance when the cap is removed. And then image file 2 shows the texture and environment reference. From there, it goes into the identity and talks about the product. Then it gives a global setup using all of the settings that I have down here. And then from there, it goes into, the actual shots. So for shot 1, it starts with a hook with the creator doing whatever they are doing here. Then it goes into the middle portion, which is the action, and that's 2 to 5 seconds. And it goes, and you can see it references the image files within the prompt of at this point, the cap should be off, use this image. Then it goes to the payoff, which is shot 3. And again, you can see it reference the images here. Then it goes over into audio dialogue, and yes, so that's pretty much it. Again, you can edit all of this. You could even just hit here, modify prompt, and say, no, I want this to happen, I want that to happen, I want this, etc. I highly recommend using this or a structure like this when using your prompts. Like I said, the more you give the model, the better it is going to perform. You have all of your settings down here that you could always edit. Make sure you have the duration set before you actually generate the prompt or enhance it. That way it takes the duration into account when enhancing your prompt. So if it's if it's set to 4 seconds but you want a 10-second video, it's just going to just mess up things and try to put too much into a 4-second video. So always pay attention to that, and also just understand that there's only so much that can happen depending on the duration you select. So if it's a 5-second video, only stuff that can happen in 5 seconds is going to appear in the video. You could also do first and last frame. This just pretty much means it animates the photos that you attach. So let's say you make an ad, you want to bring it to life, show, the camera zooming in or something like that. This is when you'll choose first and last frame. You'll upload the image of, I don't know, a model holding your product, or a nice static shot of your product, add as first frame, then it'll animate it, and then you could always add a last frame as well to just tell the model this is how the video should end. Fairly straightforward there, and again, our enhanced prompt will help you with this. Now the last part of this tutorial will just be how to save credits. What I always do, kind of like I said earlier, is I'll usually make the video 480p, and I'll do a shorter duration video than going for a super long video that I have to wait a long time for. It costs more credits, all of that stuff. Do this when testing. It just helps, saves credits. You can see how the video is coming out with your prompt, and then from there decide, do I need to make any changes to this prompt before making the final thing. That is pretty much it for this model. Again, if you have any questions, we have the support chat right here. You can also always email us if you need help with a video. We are always here for you. We try to have the best customer support. The last thing to note is we do have some new things. We have, you can remove background, you could upscale images, and we have a photo resizer, which is extremely good if you run ads that are images. You just upload the ads that you generated here, select the platforms that you want to run ads on, and then it'll go ahead and, select all of the sizes that you need for that platform, and then recreate that image in all of those sizes so that it just looks really good in all aspect ratios. Anyways, that's the end of the tutorial. Thank you so much for being a subscriber, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.